guys, it's Dr. Kre. I am coming live to you today for the latest edition of the Dr. Kre and Me show. So come on in the room, come on in the room, come on in the room. So you may have had some issues today, but hopefully you did not coming in and finding us. Thank you for coming. Make sure to tag a friend, share, and just come so we can get down to the nitty gritty of things. I'm Dr. Kre. I'm your board certified family medicine physician. I am located in Birmingham, Alabama, and I helped overworked everyday people learn more and more about what affects our health care. And today we're going to be talking about PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, and trauma. I mean, raise your hand if you're feeling the effects of a lot of trauma that's going on in our communities every day. So let us know if you're feeling the nudge. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you, to educate you, to help you live a healthier, happier whole life. I feel like when we know better, we can do better. And that's our goal, to get you to do better. So today, let's kick it off, guys. Let's talk about trauma. It's been rough, guys. It's been rough the last 2 months, and even the last week has been even harder on all people, but especially people near and dear to us, guys. So it's been hard, and so I've been hearing the hearts of our people. Thank y'all for joining us. Hearing the hearts of our people and wanting to say that you guys are not in this alone, okay? You're not in this alone, so let's get down to it. What is trauma? Okay, guys, trauma is, the dictionary's definition of trauma is being deeply disturbed, having a deeply disturbing experience. So has anybody gone through a deeply disturbing experience lately? I can list a bunch of deeply disturbing experiences that we've gone through. One being which coronavirus, or COVID19. One being a part of the George Floyd and that 8-minute and 46-second video that we were subjected to watch. One being the aftermath of George Floyd. Ahmaud, in Georgia, Breonna Taylor, on and on and on. We can name all these people that have just been drawing at our hearts, guys. Like, it's hard out there, okay? And I want to just first be able to just admit that it's hard. Make sure you let us know where you're watching when you come in. So trauma, we're talking about trauma. Trauma is when we dealing with when you've had some deeply disturbing experience. But let's talk about post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder can start within a month of your traumatic experience, or it even can come years later. You can think that you were over whatever you experienced, and then it rears its ugly head again. So let's talk about so first of all, a lot of times we think of post-traumatic stress disorder, we only think of Army. We think of military people. We think of people that been out in the war. But no, I want to implore you that even I can have post-traumatic stress. You can have post-traumatic stress. If you've been living during this time, you've experienced coronavirus in your family, maybe you yourself have had it, or just the everyday ins and outs of being so concerned with, well, who was I around today? Did I forget to not touch somebody today? Did I touch them wrong? Did I not have gloves on? Did I not have my mask on good? Is my mask a good mask? So all of these things are things that can cause you to be a little bit more on edge, a little bit more antsy, a little bit irritable, right? Plus you got the current events to go on top of a health pandemic. Guys, it's real out there. So post-traumatic stress, like I said, can start within 1 month of a traumatic event, or could even be years later. So what's some symptoms of post-traumatic stress, Dr. Kre? Okay, first, you can have recurrent memories of whatever that traumatic event was. Recurrent memories. So let me just stop you and say, don't do what the crowd does. Do not follow the crowd during this season, guys, because I've not seen the 8-minute video, but I knew that I couldn't see it because I had to do what I had to do to protect my peace. We were laying in the bed and ABC had it on and CNN. So I was looking for the remote control and just turned the TV off altogether and was like, oh my gosh, I need to protect my peace, so I won't watch it. Hey, Dr. Dre. So I wanted to protect my peace, so I myself made a decision that I would not watch the said video of George Floyd. So if you've had any traumatic events that happen and you continue to play that over and over and over in your mind, you continue to have flashbacks of it. You continue to, you begin to have nightmares. You're like, oh my goodness, now I'm starting to dream about this. I'm seeing this when I close my eyes. That is a sign that you've had a trauma. Is it so severe that it causes you to have physical symptoms? You know, like, oh my gosh, I saw a black man with glasses on. He looked like George Floyd. It made you cry. You know, those are some symptoms. Oh, I heard, you know, there's been a lot of looting. There's been a lot of rioting. Oh, in Birmingham here, they took down the Confederate monuments, which was huge, but it came at the cost of a lot of people's businesses were ruined. If you are a business owner and you live in that area, you may have some fear, some concern that, oh my goodness, what is happening? You know, are they gonna get me next? You know, should I go put a sign up in my office? So all of these things are big and can be just detrimental to you. So signs of post-traumatic stress. We are reliving that memory. We are seeing what we saw in that video over and over and over again, even though happy things may be going on. Hey, Prophetess Sarah. So even though happy things are going on, happy moments are there, but you can't get that bad thing out of your mind. You can't just shake it. You're like, I can't just shake it. And a lot of us are church and we're like, oh, that's the enemy and that's that. No, that is the trauma, because so many traumatic things have happened in the last 3 months, right? We got coronavirus. We got protests. We got people dying all over the world, you know, by police brutality. These are hard things. And your children were at home with you the whole time. And you had to be teacher. And you had to be lunchroom lady. You had to do all these things, guys, on top of try to just get up and put your clothes on and try and do it again. So post-traumatic stress, once again, these can happen within a month or years later after experiencing a traumatic event. The trauma means a deeply disturbed experience. We've had some deeply disturbing experiences, guys. So we're reliving the memories. We're having the flashbacks. We're having nightmares. We're having dreams. Hey, Dr. Jared, we're having the dreams. It's affecting us physically. Then all of a sudden, we start doing avoiding. So you can have any of those symptoms. You don't have to have every single one of them. You can have a symptom of you're avoiding. So now I'm not going to think about it. Now I'm just going to, anybody that's got anything to do, they protesting, don't tell me about it. They rallying, don't tell me about it. So you're going to do all that you can do to avoid. That's rough. So that's, you going to one extreme to another. One moment you can't stop thinking about it. The next moment you're decreeing and declaring it. I'm not going to think about that anymore. I'm going to avoid this at all costs. Avoid places. I'm not going to go downtown because I'm not going to go by CNN if you're in Atlanta. I'm not going to go by the courthouse. Or you have all these things. I'm going to take the long route home if I need to. So all of these scary things that you don't necessarily have to do. You are not around people that remind you of those things. So those can be signs of post-traumatic stress as well. And now let's talk about the physical signs. Y'all know I'm a doctor, so you know I want to let y'all know what it can do to your body. Are you having problems sleeping? Like you're going to bed, you're doing your natural routine, but you can't get enough sleep. When you get to sleep, you can't stay asleep. And that's not your normal habit. You are like just guarded. Everything startles you. Like, oh my goodness, I was just saying, hey, Dr. Kre, and you thinking like, where's my gun? Because somebody is out here looking. Somebody's worrying, you know, afraid. You're fearful. Now, when that wasn't your thing, that wasn't your MO. So, always on guard. You're irritable. You're easily frightened. Sleeping is becoming an issue. Concentration is becoming an issue because all you can do is think about George Floyd. Or all you can think about is, do we have a coronavirus? All you can think about is, am I gonna be sick in 2 weeks? All you can think about is my job gonna end this week, because we're a small business. So you have to employ yourself to say that you have to have some safety things set up for yourself to say, yeah, guys, I feel myself going down a spiral. What can I do, Dr. Kre, to keep myself from having some post-traumatic stress issues? Now, what can I do if I feel like I'm depressed? What can I do if I feel like I'm getting anxious? What can I do if I'm just downright angry? A lot of people are just angry in this season. I'm angry that my job, stopped. I'm angry that my business had to close. I'm angry that people are sick. I'm angry that everybody in the nursing home is dying. On and on. We have lists and lists of things to show how this can be so hard. But don't be hard on yourself. Just because it's hard, you don't have to be hard on yourself. So what can we do? Get some help. One, you can just go find a friend, talk to a friend. But if your friends like our friends, we the nuck if you buck generation. Like, oh, now you mad, girl, you got me mad too. So your friends may not necessarily be the first person that you should go to. But have them on your list. Say, hey, reach out. Reach out. Yes, Andrew, we are all hurting. Reach out and say, Andrew, what can I do to make that pain a little bit better? So reach out to your good friends and say, hey, how you holding up? I'm just doing a mental check. I'm just doing a mental health check. If that's not enough, get counseling. A lot of insurance plans are paying for counseling at 100% at this point. Get some counseling. A lot of people, a lot of insurances are also doing televisits. So if you live in rural Alabama and you're like, oh, I'm not anywhere near a counseling center, well, you can just call in and say, can I do my visit over the phone? Consider that. Consider doing your visit over the phone. Consider just reaching out. Hey, there's prayer lines. Our church has a prayer line every single day. Guys, we are on day number 72 at the Worship Center Christian Church in Birmingham, Alabama. We've been on the prayer call every morning for 30 minutes. We get a prayer, we get a little word, and they take prayer requests. So we're doing all of this just to try and get up out of bed in the morning, right? So make sure you tap into your spiritual resources. Just because you can't actually get to the church doesn't mean that the church isn't here. So if your church doesn't have a prayer call, you can join our church prayer call. If you don't want to join our church prayer call, get your friends together and say, hey, let's do the Bible app. The Bible app has a plan for us to do. But get out your own head. Be intentional about getting out of your own head. Sometimes you can't get out your own head. You need somebody to tug you along. So have an accountability partner, right? So talk to a friend, unless they the nuck if you book friend. You may want to, in this time, say, no, go to the praying friend. Go to that other friend. So call a friend. Check with a counselor. If you don't have a counselor, ask your primary care doctor. They can make some referrals. They can refer you to a place. Call your primary care doctor also if you're like, I can't sleep. I've been up for 2 days straight, and now I'm paranoid. Now I'm worried. They watching me. The police was following me. Like, ma'am, the police still sitting on the side of the road. So know your body so you can say, this is something physically is going on. Could it be post-traumatic stress? People can have mental breaks during this time. It is hard. I am addressing the fact that, honey, it is hard, but you are not in it by yourself, okay? Unplug. Let's talk about unplugging. Social media, the news, the everyday news brief that's going on. You might want to back up off of that. TV in general. Find some just senseless TV. We're watching something called Black Monday. Me and my husband watch it every night or early in the morning. We're watching that on Showtime. So it's a sitcom. It's got some seasons, and we just sitting there. We're not talking about anything that's super heavy. It's fun. It's light. Get your reality TV on, whatever it is. Find a way to be able to unplug. Have a time where you say, my turn off time for my device is 9 p.m., 10 p.m. If y'all don't get me before that time, don't try getting me, because I'm gonna have that as my downtime. Have somebody that you can be accountable for. My husband was going down and he was on this phone. I was like, give me your phone or you're going to have to take my phone. We can't fight all these wars by ourselves. Post-traumatic stress is real. And the more we go down these rabbit holes, the harder it is. So unplug and extend grace to yourself, guys. Extend some grace to yourself to say, hey, I may just need to take a day off from work. I just may need a mental health day. I may need to say, oh my goodness, this weekend, I'm just going to go down and all we're going to do, we just going to relax and that's it. We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to be on Facebook. We're not going to be arguing. We're not going to be looking for our friends to validate us. All these kind of things that we've been doing over the last 2 or 3 days, but that's not going to make us feel any better. It's not going to bring George Floyd back. It won't bring Ahmaud back. It won't bring Trayvon back. It won't bring all these people that we are just hurt about. It won't bring those people back. But we can start with today. We can start with making sure that we get ourselves right here. And in the Black community, I want you to know that Jesus and therapy can coexist. They can coexist. That's okay. Like, know that. Say that out loud. Jesus and therapy can coexist. Okay? So get you a therapist. Get you a good therapist. They can be from the church. They cannot be from the church. You know, it's okay, guys. Okay? It's okay. And lastly, if you've been protesting, let me talk to you protesters. If you've been protesting in the last week, and if you were in Atlanta and you were right in front of CNN, if you were in Birmingham and you were right there down there where they were pulling down the Lynn monument, watch yourself. Look for fevers greater than 100.4, coughing, shortness of breath, watery diarrhea. Just look for any of those symptoms. Loss of smell, loss of taste, rash on your feet, rashes. Look for any of those symptoms in the next 14 days because you may need to be tested. All of this, mask on, mask off. Let's share the bullhorn. Let's share the microphone. Let's kumbaya. We shall overcome. But coronavirus is still there, guys. It has not gone anywhere. And as African Americans, we are part of the most vulnerable population that's having high blood pressure, having diabetes, having heart disease, being obese. That's if your BMI is over 30. We fit half those bills. And we were out there protesting because that's deep in our heart, right, guys? That's deep in our heart. So we were out there protesting. But look for the symptoms. Look for the signs. Look for the symptoms. Go get tested. I understand the cause. Hey, I'm from Marion. I'm from where Coretta Scott King was from, right? I'm from the heart of the movement. But coronavirus is still there. It has not left because the sun has come out. It is not left because it's 80 degrees. It has not gone anywhere, guys, okay? All right, I love y'all. But let me just review. Post-traumatic stress can happen within a month or less. A month of being exposed to a traumatic event, right? So you have your trauma within a month, but we in month 3 of coronavirus. That was traumatic. We're about in week 2 of George Floyd, but we still got a lot of things to work through with that. Are you irritable? Are you having problems sleeping? Are you having flashbacks? Are you watching and seeing that 8 minutes over and over in your head? But then you're trying to avoid things. You're like, I'm good. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do anything. Plus, you feel depressed. Plus, you don't feel like going out. Plus, you've lost interest in things that made you so happy before. Like, if the world opened back up and they was having a Beyonce concert, you know your girl gonna be there, right? But, hey, Casey. But if now you're like, okay, Beyonce, she's all right. She's just all right. She's not all that. But 2 weeks ago, she was all that in the bag of chips. Then there may be some things that you need to address. So know yourself. Know yourself. You have to know yourself more than anyone else, right? So PTSD, you're reliving it. You having those flashbacks. You having nightmares. You can't shake it. Get help. Talk to your friends. Not your nook. If you buck friend, not that one. You never would have made a friend. Call that friend. All right? Call that friend. Get to see a therapist. Therapy is okay. Jesus and therapy can coexist. I promise you. I got a good therapist. She don't look nothing like me, but I love her to death. Okay? All right. Get to see somebody. And know that if you were protesting in the last weekend, you might need to be tested. Okay? It's Dr. Kre, guys, your board certified family medicine physician. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I absolutely love y'all. And every day is my goal to help overwhelmed, overworked, everyday people learn to live healthy, happy, whole lives. My practice is Brownstone Healthcare and Aesthetics. I have a direct primary care practice where we charge $70 a month and you get all access to me and all of this. And you can, hey, live healthy, happy, whole lives. Follow us on Brownstone Healthcare. Follow my Brownstone page. Yes, guys, we need some more followers on our Brownstone page. So Brownstone Healthcare Aesthetics has a Facebook page as well. Go by there. Follow that page. All right, I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Hey, Velmika, I love y'all. Bye.